glad this question finally came up because I've been misquoted and portrayed as a union hater by some people all along. And issue 2, SB 5, is important to all Ohio citizens. And it should be up to them to decide, it should be decided by everyone how it should be done. Republicans, Democrats, and independents. And that's why I signed the referendum petition early on to have the ballot put on the ballot. So every document needs some amendments. The Constitution of the United States has 27 amendments. And in fact, Mr. Healy said during the primary that the existing collective bargaining rules needed tweaked. His word, not mine. But it doesn't matter what Chip Coney thinks or any of these other guys think of it. What it comes down to is the citizens educating themselves and deciding what is best for the state. Not what I think is best for the state, not what they think is best, not what the government thinks, but what the whole collective citizens think is best for the state. So it has to do with the citizens making a conscious decision of how they're going to handle that vote. And that vote is very individual. It's not my business how you vote. It's not anyone's business how anyone votes. It comes down to, are you allowing people to take the vote? And I signed the referendum to say, yes, you can. So when you go to the voting booth, you need to decide that the SB 5 and mayoral race are 2 separate things, and ask yourself, who has the best record and experience for dealing fairly and openly and equitably with all the employees?
Okay, again, for a point of clarification, do you support issue 2 or are you opposed to issue 2?
As it stands, I am opposed to it.
Mr. Healy, please.
I'm opposed to issue 2. Issue 2 is nothing more than an attempt to destroy union labor, not just collective bargaining, but it's an attack on unions all over. The fact of the matter is, over the last 4 years, 3.5 years, we've had 14 contracts that had to be negotiated during my first term as mayor. 14. Most of them were because of the financial difficulties that we had, and we had to go back to the unions and we had to say, hey, we need your help. And I can tell you for a fact that I wasn't the one who was able to balance these budgets over the last 4 years. It was the workers of the city of Canton. The unions that stepped up and said that they're going to be very tough. And that was done through collective bargaining. Through collective bargaining, we sat down, management and workers and unions together, and we were able to work out concessions that included a number of different things, from giving back clothing allowances, to taking furloughs, to changing the work rules, to even setting some assignments aside and letting us contract it out. They worked with us during the most difficult times that allowed us to get through this recession, balance the books, and continue to provide the services that the citizens need. And the interesting part about this, collective bargaining allows us to address anything in those contracts that management may have a concern with or that labor may want to change. That's what collective bargaining is all about, a chance to sit down and work together to find a way to make things better for both management and the workers. And we've done that over and over and over again. The other thing collective bargaining allows us to do is it allows us to disagree. We can actually disagree with the labor force and have a solution process that allows us to come up with an answer without strikes, without going to war with each other. And we've done that. And that's why not only have we been able to succeed in the city of Canton, but we've also personally been able to get 4 of the 5 unions to endorse me during this campaign.
Mr. Miller, state issue 2 on the November 8th ballot is a referendum on which a yes vote will keep Senate Bill 5, the new collective bargaining law for public employees, on the books, and a no vote will repeal SB 5. Do you favor or oppose issue 2? And why would the city benefit more from the outcome you want than the opposite outcome?
Well, I'm for Senate Bill 5. I believe that the collective bargaining rights for all the employees in the state of Ohio is important. As my experience in 10 years as a union president and over 40 years as a union member, I see the importance of how the union does a positive, not only for the union members, but it also does a positive for the whole economy of an area. If we were to have no unions, and I'm sure you've heard this discussion before, what would we be working for for an hour. I mean, it was the unions, and it still is the unions, that bring the good working wage salary to everybody, union and non-union both, and including management. If we was to do away with the collective bargaining rights, we're going to lose that. How much are we going to be forced to take as a union employee or as an employee of the state or any even private industry? How much are we going to have to take if there is no union to protect us? I believe that the way the union not only, there's a lot in the Senate Bill 5 that the governor passed that has more to do than just taking away pay raises and things of that nature. It also has a lot to do with disciplinary issues. You get back to the good old boy system that we had before 1984 when collective bargaining started. If somebody, you could have been a lackey, done no work, but if your employer liked you, you had a job for a long time. And that's what that took away. It took away the corruption within employment, and it also helped us, the working class man, raise a little bit higher than we would have been had we not had a union. Thank you.
Clarification, Mr. Miller. Again, on issue 2, if you vote for issue 2, you are against collective bargaining. If you favor or oppose issue 2 is a question. You said you support SB 5, correct?
Yes.
SB 5, you support SB 5?
Yes. Oh, no, I'm sorry. I don't. Sorry. Vote no. Vote yes. Vote no on Senate Bill 5.
Well, issue 2, if you vote no on issue 2, means you're opposed to Senate Bill 5.
Okay. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Thanks, Ron. I appreciate it.
It is kind of confusing. Okay, Mr. Hart.
I will vote no on issue 2. Police and fire cannot strike, and what's wrong with a third party deciding an issue when it concerns benefits and pay raises. When folks from Columbus start arresting criminals and going into a burning building, I think they'll think twice when they walk a mile in the shoes of our safety forces. And it seems our state legislature wishes to demonize 8 to 10% of those people out there that are union members. And the unions are not the reason for a poorly performing economy. There's a lot of other issues which originate from Columbus and the federal government. It's not the workers that are the problem.